today, every time it's more and more difficult to attract the new generation of young people to vocational education and training. It seems that we have been pushing young generations to university, and now they cannot find a quality job, while the industry cannot find the professionals they need. So it seems that we have to change something in here. No? We produce technology, understanding the problems of the students, of the teachers, of the governments, of the companies, to try to get them engaged in the training experience and improve the results. Only attracting them to vocational education and training. They told me the story that last 25, 30 years, they have been betting for an oil and gas economy-based sector, also tourism is okay, but now they are trying to change the economy. They are trying to attract investors from abroad, for example, automotive companies, to build their cars there. And they said, hey, for example, we are in conversation with General Motors to bring some of their factories here, because we give a lot of advantages, tax, good things. But then the companies say, hey, how are you going to provide me with the people I will need for my factory? And they can't. They can't. It seems that we have been pushing young people to university the last 25 years, and now there are a lot of young people very prepared that they have invested years, a lot of time and energy in studying at university, and when they get to the jobs market, they cannot find a job because the jobs market is not the job market that it used to be. This is a situation that is not only happening in the Emirates. This is something that I see happening everywhere. From Germany to Thailand, China, the USA, Spain, of course. So the speed that the world has been changing, is changing in the last years because of technology disruption, automation, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things. We all hear a lot about this. Is something that we never saw before. And we see that it is a lot of frustration being generated between the young people because they get to the jobs market and there's nothing there for them. And companies are struggling to find the people they need. This is something that we see on a global scale. Okay? So, but do you believe in a world where the young people can be properly mentored, informed, on time, to understand how the work is working today, so that they can take the best decision in what they want to study and how they want to prepare to get out to the real world and be happy through personal realization? Do you believe in a world where teachers have the right mentoring, the right tools to face the huge challenge of attracting and engaging the students and being able to take the best from them out? Do you believe in a world where the distance between what young people are studying in universities and what the companies are really demanding is a little smaller?
I believe we are born into genius. When you were first born, you were a white tablet. You have awesome potential inside you. Lots of science talks about how little of our brain's power, for example, we use over the course of our lives. And so when you were a little kid, you had a fire in your belly. When you were a little kid, you didn't have any problem connecting with other human beings. When you were a little kid, you were an artist. When you were a little kid, you didn't care about what other people thought. You were super comfortable in your own skin. When you were a little kid, you wanted to be an astronaut, or a professional athlete, or a billionaire, or someone who changes the world. When you were a little kid, you spoke your truth. When you were a little kid, you had amazing levels of energy. Have you ever seen those little kids? They don't walk, they run. When you were a little kid, you were not serious. You loved to play. That's your natural state. Now here's what happens, I believe. From the moment you are born, you start picking up the messaging of mass thinking. You start receiving this sort of hypnosis from the world around you. If your mom is scared of money because she has money issues, she will say money doesn't grow on trees, even though she's well-intentioned. She's your mom. If your dad has been burned by people, your dad will say, be really careful, do not trust people. You get into school, what do your teachers tell you? Dress like everyone else. Think like everyone else. Don't laugh too loud. Don't be creative. Geniuses are cut from a different cloth. Don't think too big. Play small. What happens? Then you start making friends, and your friends start laughing at your dreams. And then people around you, and then society and the media starts giving you this mass thinking that, you know what, resign yourself to average. Spend the best years of your life watching television in a subdivision. You can't be healthy like an athlete. You know, you can't be optimistic like an A player. You can't build a great company, or build a great team, or build the house of your dreams, or change the world, or find the love that you want. Resign yourself to mediocrity is the message that mass thinking gives you your entire life. And then don't be surprised if you end up and you're 20 years old right now, or you're 35, or you're 55, or you're 85, and you have programmed yourself at such a deep level by daily repetition from the world around you to disbelieve in yourself, to disbelieve in your genius, to disbelieve in your dreams. So many of us, we wake up every day in fear. We're scared. And we are so frightened to leave the box. We work in a box, we drive to the office in a box, we eat lunch out of a box, we go home and live in a box, we spend 5 hours every night watching a box, and then we die in a box, and we call it a life. And my intent, my passion, my promise to you is to remind you, you're not supposed to live your life in a box and die in a box. And to remind you, don't believe that mass thinking.
Okay, I do believe, and I think everybody here today, you also believe, and this is maybe one of the reasons why you are here. We think we can really make things different. We think we can really make changes happen. It's our responsibility as adults, try to bring a better education to the people around us. And it doesn't matter if you are a teacher, if you work in a company, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a father, if you are a sister, a daughter. Let's release our talent and let's have fun. My name is Alejandro Villarán. Welcome to the first Augmented Training International Congress. Thank you very much for being here today. Okay.